This is WPTV, William Patterson Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The World Series is getting steamy. The Blue Jays lead the Dodgers 3-2. The series will shift back north of the border for Game 6. Here to break it all down is Ricky the Wild Thing Vaughn, Matthew Jinks as a banana, AJ Tierney, and Nick Durso. The Blue Jays now are one win away from winning the World Series. Nick, tell us how they got there.
So Game 5 starting off in LA. Blake Snell, first batter of the game, first pitch of the game. Davis Schneider blasts one to deep left field for a solo shot, putting the Blue Jays up nice and early, 1-0, one pitch into the game. Coming up next, best player this postseason so far, Vlad Guerrero wastes no time on his second pitch of the at-bat. Hits one deep into the bullpen, gives the Blue Jays a quick 2-0 lead, 3 pitches into the game. Kike Hernandez answers back, postseason legend, of course. Blasts his own home run deep into the left field bleachers, cutting the Toronto lead to just 1. Ernie Clement up here in the top of the 4th inning. He lines one out to center field, and that's good enough. For a sacrifice fly, Varsho scores, making it 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. Savage striking out Betts, a dominant performance. That was his 7th strikeout. Down goes Hernandez for the 8th. And a half swing there by Alex Call, called strike 3 for his 9th of the game. A wild pitch there by Enriquez brings in a run for Toronto. Makes it 4-1. Bichette lines one into right field off of Enriquez, making it 5-1 Toronto now. They are pulling away with it here in Game 5. It's now 6-1 Toronto, 2 outs in the 9th. Hoffman makes Teoscar Hernandez swing and miss, and that's the ball game after a dominant performance from Trey Savage.
Yeah, a hell of a game for the Jays. Trey Savage, an absolute dog on the mound. He absolutely, lit up mowing down all the Dodgers hitters. But Jinx, I'll go to you. What do the Dodgers need to, or the Jays need to do if they want to take it home in Game 6?
I think Kevin Gausman has to step up and have a quality start. The Blue Jays pitching has been pretty good this whole World Series, and in 4 games started this postseason, Kevin Gausman is a 2.55 ERA and 18 strikeouts. If he repeats that success, I think they have good odds.
AJ?
I gotta say, just to let you know, this is my Halloween costume. I have it right out here, but it's gotta be the man himself, and that is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I mean, so far, he's got 8 home runs this series, and he's got 3 RBIs so far. He has to keep his foot on the gas. He's been doing great. Just keep his foot on the gas and get the Dodgers out, and that's how Toronto's going to win.
Mr. Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn, who needs to step up for the Jays if they want to take it home in Game 6?
They got to give him the heater. You got to give him the heater. No, it's Alejandro Kirk for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's had a great postseason so far. In this World Series, he's 6 for 18 with 6 RBIs, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts in the World Series. He's been pretty good, but the Blue Jays have guys like Vlad Guerrero who could take over a game themselves, and they need somebody else to take over a game with Vlad Guerrero Jr. or if he's playing down. And for me, Alejandro Kirk can definitely be that guy. He's had games like that this postseason, so I'm going to go with him.
The catcher, yeah. Durso, who needs to step up for the Jays?
I'm gonna list an underrated one. I'm gonna say Chris Bassett's got to step up. He's been absolutely nasty out of the bullpen. 6 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up no runs so far, only 1 hit, 8 strikeouts as well. So he's got to continue to pitch well in these big games, and I have the confidence in him to do it.
Yeah, former Met, Chris
Yeah,
Bassett.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mets legend, Chris Bassett.
Mets
Athletics legend.
Yeah,
Oakland athletics to be.
A legend in general. Chris Bassett, legend.
On the other hand, the Dodgers need to win out. Some of their top guys have been performing, but they need guys to continue to step up. I'll go to you, AJ. Who needs to step up for the Dodgers in these next 2 games if they want to have a chance to force a Game 7?
Well, I got to say, it's got to be the money man himself, the show himself, and that is Shohei Ohtani. He's a 2-way player.
Doesn't he step up?
But I'm saying he needs to go out there and not let the Dodgers get down in the beginning of the innings. That's what he needs to do. And then once he does that, make the pitchers fear him like they do Freddie Freeman.
He's just been doing his thing. So he doesn't need to
step it up a little bit more. Step it up
a little bit more. He's the greatest player he's the best player in the game. He doesn't need to step it up anymore. He's been playing his ass off.
Been playing. But once he steps up, the Toronto will actually fear him and not actually when the pitchers come, they'll make sure that I got to make sure. Let's walk him.
Let's walk him.
That's what they need to do, like they did.
They
with,
did. He got on base like 8 times tonight because they walked him like 5 times.
All right, I will swing it over to Ricky. Tell me who needs to step up.
Mookie Betts, the guy who sucked for the Dodgers this whole postseason. He sucks in the World Series. Betts 222, 3 home runs in 21 career World Series games. And this 130, 3 hits and 23 at-bats in this World Series. He's been bad. No extra base hits. Hasn't walked. 5 strikeouts. It's Mookie Betts. He is undisputedly one of the best players in the game, but everybody likes to say Aaron Judge can step it up. Shohei Ohtani. How about Mookie Betts? This is his 4th World Series now, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he hasn't been able to get the job done in the World Series. And he's lucky that he's been on these great teams that who has been able to step up for him.
So I'll go to you. Who needs to step up for the Dodgers here?
And Karp, you're going to hate me for this one because this is a guy who's been performing, but I'm going to say Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I mean, he's starting a win-or-go-home game. Not that he hasn't pitched well this postseason, but he's going to have to step it up. If the Dodgers want to force a Game 7, he's going to have to pitch well again. He's coming off 2 complete games. So Dodgers need him to step up one last time and deliver an absolute gem to push a Game 7 in this World Series.
Mr. Banana, talk to me about who needs to step up.
I want to talk about Max Muncy. He's been a vital part of this Dodgers offense since 2018, and in this postseason, he just hasn't performed. He has a 188 batting average with a 693 OPS. That's just not going to cut it if you want to win championships. I think if he connects on some balls and comes in the clutch in key moments in Game 6, they're going to make strides.
There are a lot of legacies to be talked about in the World Series, specifically future Hall of Famer Freddie Freeman, who has had 2 Hall of Fame careers with the Braves and Dodgers. Daniel, take us through his stats as a Dodger and a Brave here in his career.
Freddie Freeman has been an absolute dog in his career. One of the most likable players all around Major League Baseball. Freddie Freeman has over 800 OPS with the Dodgers. Both OPSs climbing at around 9. There we go. 295 batting average with the Braves, 310. So he's been very consistent all around. 5 All-Stars with the Braves, 4 with the Dodgers, and has a World Series ring with each team, and potentially closing in on winning a 2nd World Series ring with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'll swing it over to you, Duso. If the Dodgers win the World Series, do you see Freddie Freeman going into the Hall of Fame as a Brave or a Dodger?
I'm going to have to say he still goes into the Hall of Fame as a Brave, even if the Dodgers do win the World Series this year and he picks up a 2nd. You know, his legacy lives in Atlanta. It was the team that drafted him. And if you guys don't remember, when his free agency was going on, his agent had never told him about the deal that Atlanta offered him. And in my opinion, I think Freddie Freeman would have returned to the Braves if it was up to him. But that's just what I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he started his career there, so it would kind of make sense if he would go into the Hall of Fame as a Brave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jenks, I'll go to you.
He's going to go in as a Brave. Listen, he was a Brave for the first 11 years of his career. He brought a World Series to Atlanta for the first time in nearly 25 years. Also, he won an MVP with them back in 2020.
Mickey Mouse.
When you think of Freddie Freeman, you think of him as a Brave. You don't think of him as a Dodger, and I can't see him in Cooperstown with a Dodgers hat.
AJ, what are you thinking? Freddie Freeman going in Brave or Dodger?
It's going to be the Braves. I mean, he played his whole career with the Braves. He's got the 2021 World Series there and the 2020 MVP. I don't care if it's Mickey Mouse or not. He still got the MVP to his name. 9-time All-Star during the series. Yeah, I mean, he won a World Series with the Dodgers. He's doing great with the Dodgers, but his career stats is with Atlanta.
Ricky, finished off. Do you see Freddie going in as a Brave or Dodger?
I think unanimous. I think we're going to go unanimous here and say he's going to go in as a Brave. There were a lot of bad Braves teams in those early 2010s, if you remember. And since Chipper Jones, Freddie Freeman was kind of that first star that really revolutionized a new culture in Atlanta, with Turner Field shutting down, Truist Park opening up in 2017. Freddie Freeman, like we like to say as Yankee fans, the new Yankee Stadium is the house that Jeter built. The Truist Park is kind of the house that Freddie Freeman built. So I got to say he's got to retire, going to Hall of Fame as a Brave.
Game 6 starts tonight between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Yoshi Yamamoto versus Kevin Gausman is the pitching matchup for tonight. AJ, take us through how these 2 pitchers compare against each other.
Yoshi Yamamoto and Kevin Gausman, they got 28.2 innings pitched, 24.2, 1.57 was 2.55, 26 strikeouts compared to 18, and 0.73 whip compared to 0.93.
Daniel, or I should say Ricky the Wild Thing Vaughn.
Throw him the heater, Ricky.
The ultimate question, I said it last week. Now, do you see the Jays taking it all here in Game 6 or the Dodgers forcing a Game 7?
So I said Dodgers in 6 last week. I was completely wrong. I said Dodgers in 5. I'm going to say Dodgers for Game 7, and I hope I'm not completely wrong again. This Dodger team is just way too talented to go down in 6 games. If they go down in 7, I could accept them more, but that team is just way too talented to go down. And I like the pitching matchup better. Yamamoto has been a dog for the Dodgers this postseason, as well as just his whole career. So I favor Yamamoto over Gausman in this pitching matchup, but I think again it's going to come down to the bullpens.
Nick, I'll go to you. Do you see the Blue Jays taking it here in Game 6 or the Dodgers forcing Game 7?
I'm going to say the Dodgers force a Game 7. You got their ace on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So, I think, again, like Karp said, they're too talented. So I'm going to say the Dodgers take it to Game 7, even though I did say the Dodgers were going to win this series in 5 last week.
Mr. Banana, what's your inkling here?
I think the Dodgers are going to force Game 7. There are some series that are just too good to end in 6 games. And as Durso and Karp said, this team is just too talented. Their offense has been fairly quiet this World Series, but I think they have to break out eventually, especially when their ace is on the mound and they can give them some shutdown innings.
AJ finishes off here.
Well, I got to disagree with all of you. The Blue Jays are taking Game 6. They start off hot. They're going to keep their foot on the gas. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to say it. You're going to have Big Papi the next day saying, "The Dodgers lose. See y'all in Cancun."
What are we doing?
Oh, he's doing the Big Papi thing.
Love that.
See y'all in Cancun, Dodgers.
That was quite entertaining there. Quite entertaining. All right, there you have it. The World Series continues tonight on a spooky Halloween in Toronto. Let's send it over to the ice with Baylee Matthews and the NHL folks, only here on WPTV.